Archangel Gabriel says the cloud formation you photographed today is a likeness of your. That slight shake in your fingers when you lift your cup of coffee or reach for your phone is not what you think it is. Stop telling yourself you are just tired. Stop telling yourself you need more sleep or that you are working too hard. Do not click away, because the shaking is a signal that has been sent to locate you, and if you are hearing this voice, it has found you. The vibration in your hands is not weakness. It is not exhaustion. It is the rawest form of power trying to escape your body because you have been holding it in for too long. You have been suppressing a divine force that is screaming to be released, and the pressure has built up to a critical point. Listen to me closely. The doctors might call it stress. Your family might tell you to slow down. But I am telling you that the trembling is the physical manifestation of a spiritual overflow. You are a vessel that is too small for the destiny that is being poured into you right now. The shaking is the lid rattling on a pot that is about to boil over. And you must not turn the heat down. You must not try to calm it with medicine or distractions. You must direct it. This message is finding you on a day where you felt like you could not take one more step. I saw you earlier. I saw the way you sat on the edge of your bed, staring at the floor, wondering how much longer you can keep this up. You feel like a battery that is draining faster than it can charge. You are the one who fixes everything for everyone else. When the family fights, you are the peacekeeper. When the money is tight, you are the miracle worker. When the tears fall, you are the shoulder. But who is the shoulder for you? I see the way you look in the mirror and do not recognize the tired eyes staring back. You feel like you are fading away, like the real you is disappearing under the weight of everyone else's needs. But that fading ends today. The trembling in your hands is the alarm clock for your soul. It is waking you up because the time for sleeping is over. There is a shift happening in the atmosphere right now, specifically for you. Not for your neighbor, not for the person scrolling past this, but for you. The one who has felt invisible. The one who has felt like an outsider in your own life. You have always felt a little different, haven't you? Even as a child, you watched the other kids play and felt like you were watching from behind a glass wall. You knew things you shouldn't know. You felt things too deeply. That was not an accident. That was the mark. And now, that mark is activating. The trembling is the engine starting. You have exactly until the sun sets on this day to understand what is in your hands. Do not wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow is too late. The energy is here now. It is heavy. It is thick. You can feel it in the room with you. The air feels different, charged, like a storm is coming. But the storm is not coming to destroy you. The storm is coming from inside you. The enemy knows this. That is why you have been so tired lately. That is why the attacks have been coming from every side. The car trouble. The unexpected bill. The argument with a loved one that came out of nowhere. The sudden wave of sadness that hit you in the grocery store. These are not random bad luck. These are calculated strikes. There is a force that is terrified of what happens when you realize that the shaking in your hands is not fear, but fire. They want you to think you are breaking down. They want you to think you are losing your grip. Because if you think you are weak, you will put the weapon down. You will try to rest. You will try to numb the feeling. And if you do that, the power dissipates. It goes back into the ground, wasted. Do not let them steal this from you. This trembling is the key to the lock that has been on your life for 7 years. Think back. 7 years ago, something happened. A loss. A betrayal. A door that slammed shut in your face. You thought you moved on, but the pain went underground. It has been growing roots in the dark. But today, we pull it up. Today, we take that pain, that exhaustion, that shaking frustration, and we point it at the mountain standing in front of you. You are going to use the very thing that was meant to break you to break through. I need you to look at your hands. Right now. Hold them out in front of you. Do you see the lines on your palms? Those are not just wrinkles. They are a map. And the shaking? That is the compass needle spinning, trying to find north. You have been lost for a while, my child. You have been wandering in a wilderness of other people's expectations. You have been walking in circles, doing the same things, hoping for a different result, and getting nothing but more tired. But the wandering stops now. The trembling is the signal that you are close to the treasure. You are standing right on top of it. The breakthrough you have been praying for, crying for, begging for in the shower where no one can hear you, it is not miles away. It is not years away. It is under your feet. The shaking is the reaction of your spirit sensing the gold beneath the surface. You have felt a specific worry regarding a legal paper or a contract recently. Maybe it was a lease, maybe a will, maybe just a verbal agreement that was broken. It has been eating at you. You replay the conversation in your head. You think of what you should have said. You worry about the future. That worry is energy. It is fuel. And right now, it is leaking out of you in the form of anxiety. We are going to stop the leak. We are going to hook that engine up to the wheels of your destiny. The person who wronged you, you know who I am talking about. The name just popped into your head. The face that makes your stomach tighten. They think they won. They think you are too weak to fight back. They are laughing in their private moments, thinking you have given up. They mistake your silence for defeat. They mistake your kindness for foolishness. But they do not see the shaking in your hands. They do not know that the ground is about to open up under them. Because the trembling is not just power. It is a frequency. It is a sound that only the spirit realm can hear. And right now, your hands are singing a song of war. The angels are gathering. They have seen your tears. They have stored them in a jar. And today, they are pouring that jar out. This is why you couldn't sleep last night. This is why you woke up at that odd hour, 3:33 or 4:44, and couldn't settle your mind. I was waking you up. I was trying to tell you to get ready. The delivery is arriving. But you must be at the door to sign for it. If you are asleep, if you are distracted, if you are busy scrolling through nonsense, you will miss the knock. This video is the knock. I am banging on the door of your heart. Open up. Let the truth in. The trembling tells me that you are an empath. You feel what others feel. You walk into a room and you know instantly if there has been an argument. You absorb the emotions of the people around you like a sponge. It is a gift, but it is also a heavy burden. You carry the weight of the world on your back. And lately, your knees have been buckling. You have been saying, I can't do this anymore. Good. You are not supposed to do it anymore. Not like this. You were carrying it in your own strength. And your strength is human. It runs out. It breaks. The trembling is the moment where human strength fails and divine power takes over. It is the switch flipping. You are about to switch power sources. You are going from battery power to being plugged directly into the source of all creation. But you have to participate. You have to consent to the power. You have to say, yes. Not just with your mouth, but with your trembling hands. Here is what is happening in the invisible realm right now. There is a blockage in your financial artery. Money comes in, and something breaks, and the money goes out. It flows like water through a sieve. You can never get ahead. You take one step forward, and life pushes you 2 steps back. That is not natural. That is engineered. There is a spirit of poverty that has been assigned to your bloodline. It chased your father. It chased your grandfather. It is chasing you. But the chase ends here. The trembling in your hands is the weapon that cuts the cord. You have noticed that when you get angry, really angry, your hands shake more. That is because anger is a focused form of this power. But you have been taught that anger is bad. You have been taught to be nice, to be quiet, to be polite. So you swallow the anger. You push it down. And it turns into sickness. It turns into exhaustion. I am telling you today. Be angry. Do not sin, but be angry. Get mad at the situation. Get mad at the thief who has been stealing your joy. Get mad at the lie that says you will always be struggling. Use that anger. Channel it into your hands. Imagine the trembling is electricity. If you touch the problem with this electricity, the problem will be shocked. The chains will melt. There is a specific situation involving a house or a piece of property. It feels stuck. There are delays. Papers are missing. Phone calls are not returned. You feel helpless. You feel like you are at the mercy of a system that does not care about you. Hear this: the system is crumbling. The delay is not a denial. The delay is a trap for the enemy. While they are stalling, I am moving pieces around on the board that they cannot see. I am lining up a favor that you did not earn. I am preparing a yes where they said no. But you must direct the power. When you are tired, your defenses are down. But your spirit is wide open. That is the secret. The mystics knew this. The prophets knew this. They would fast and stay awake for days to get into this state. You are in this state naturally because of the pressure you are under. You are in a holy state of exhaustion. Do not waste it by watching television. Do not waste it by complaining. Sit in the silence. Look at your shaking hands. And speak to the mountain. Say, I do not accept this. Say, my time has come. Say, I am the head and not the tail. You will feel the shaking increase when you speak these words. That is the confirmation. That is the Amen from your body. There is someone watching you who is jealous of your light. They smile to your face, but they speak poison behind your back. They are close to you. Maybe a co-worker, maybe a friend you have known for years. You have felt the knife in your back, but you didn't want to believe it was them. You made excuses for them. They are just having a hard time, you said. Stop making excuses for the enemy. The trembling in your hands is your instinct warning you. When you are around them, you feel drained. You feel heavy. That is your spirit allergic to their deception. Trust the tremble. Pull back from them. Not next week. Today. Do not answer their call. Do not reply to their text. Your silence will be the loudest message you have ever sent. You are entering a season of isolation. Do not be afraid of being alone. The eagle flies alone. The crow flies in a flock. You are not a crow. You have tried to fly with crows and you have wondered why you don't fit in. You have wondered why their conversation bores you. You have wondered why their dreams seem so small. It is because you were built for the high places. You were built for the storm. The shaking in your hands is the turbulence of the ascent. You are climbing. The air is getting thinner. The pressure is changing. Your body is adjusting to a new altitude. Do not look down. Do not look back at the people who refuse to climb with you. They made their choice. They chose comfort. You chose destiny. It is a lonely road, but the view is about to change everything. I am going to give you a sign. Within the next 3 hours, you will see a sequence of numbers. It might be on a license plate, a receipt, or a clock. You will see 111 or 777. When you see this, know that the portal is open. Know that the trembling is working. But there is a warning. If you ignore this message, If you swipe away and go back to the mindless videos. If you choose to numb the feeling with food or substance. The energy will turn inward. It will become anxiety. It will become depression. It will become a physical ailment that the doctors cannot explain. You have a choice. Project the power out, or let it eat you from within. Choose wisely. The clock is ticking. The trembling is also connected to your hand's ability to create. You have a talent you have neglected. You used to make things. You used to write, or draw, or build, or plant. But life got busy. The job took over. The kids took over. And the creative tools gathered dust. Your hands are shaking because they miss their purpose. They are idle, and an idle hand that is filled with power will tremble. It needs an outlet. Pick up the tool again. Just for 5 minutes. Write the sentence. Draw the line. Plant the seed. You will find that the moment you start creating, the shaking stops. The energy flows into the work. And that work will be blessed. That work will be the exit strategy you have been looking for. You have been praying for a new job, a new source of income. You asked, Lord, send me a miracle. I sent you a talent. I put it in your hands. And you buried it in the backyard of your busyness. Dig it up. The miracle is in the dirt. The trembling is the earth shaking as you dig. There is a specific fear you have about the future of your children or your loved ones. You look at the world and it seems so dark. You wonder how they will survive. You worry you haven't done enough to protect them. Listen. Your prayer is a shield. Your trembling hand, when raised in blessing over them, is a fortress. You are the watchman on the wall for your family. The enemy cannot touch them as long as you are on your post. But if you fall asleep, if you give in to the tiredness, the wall is unguarded. Stand up. Even if your legs are shaking. Stand up. The shaking is the sign of the warrior who is terrified but fights anyway. That is true courage. Anyone can fight when they are confident. Anyone can fight when they feel strong. But to fight when you are trembling? To fight when you are exhausted? That is what makes you dangerous to the darkness. Because when you are weak, then I am strong. My power is made perfect in your weakness. Your trembling is the space I fill. So do not ask me to take the shaking away. Ask me where to aim it. There is a contract that was signed in unfairness. Someone took advantage of your lack of knowledge. They thought you were simple. They thought you wouldn't notice the fine print. And now you feel trapped. The trembling is the vibration of chains snapping. The legal system of man is flawed, but the court of heaven is in session. I am overturning the verdict. I am rewriting the contract. But you must act. You must stop acting like a victim. Wipe your face. Stand up straight. Look them in the eye. Even if your voice shakes, speak the truth. I will not accept this. The moment you speak, the power is released. You have a memory of a time you were humiliated. It replays in your mind. It makes you cringe. It makes you want to hide. That memory is a leech. It is sucking your confidence. The trembling is your body trying to shake off the leech. Let it go. Forgive the person who hurt you. Not for them. For you. Forgiveness is the scissors that cut the connection. As long as you hate them, you are tied to them. You are feeding them your energy. Cut the tie. Let them go. And watch your energy return. Watch the shaking turn into steadiness. You are about to receive a phone call. It will be from a number you do not recognize, or a person you haven't heard from in a long time. Do not ignore it. This call is the first domino. It is the beginning of the reversal. But you must answer with authority. Do not answer with a small, tired voice. Answer like you are expecting good news. Expectation is the landing strip for miracles. If you don't build the runway, the plane cannot land. Your hands are trembling because the plane is coming in for a landing. The cargo is heavy. It is loaded with everything the enemy stole from you. The years the locusts have eaten. The joy that was taken. The peace that was destroyed. It is all coming back. Sevenfold. But you have to hold your hands open to receive it. Clenched fists cannot receive. Open your hands. Let them shake. It is safe. I am speaking to someone who has pain in their left shoulder and neck right now. You have been rubbing it while you listen to this. That is the burden of responsibility you are carrying for a sibling or a parent. It is too heavy. You are not their savior. I am. Put the burden down. You are only responsible for your own soul. You can love them, you can help them, but you cannot carry them. If you try to carry them, you will both fall. Let them walk. Let them stumble if they have to. That is how they learn. Your hands are shaking because you are holding on too tight. Let go. The universe is trying to give you a gift, but your hands are full of other people's garbage. Drop the garbage. Receive the gift. There is a timeline on this. I mentioned the sunset. The spiritual window is open right now. The veil between the worlds is thin. Your prayers are going through instantly. There is no waiting period. But the window closes. The noise of the world will come back. The doubts will return. The logic will kick in. This is just a video, you will say. This is just a coincidence. Do not let the logic steal the magic. Logic did not wake you up at 3 a.m. Logic did not make your hands tremble. Logic cannot explain the feeling in your chest right now. That burning sensation? That is truth. Trust the burn. There is a woman you know, older, perhaps an aunt or a grandmother figure, who prayed for you years ago. She saw something in you. She told you, you are special. You thought she was just being kind. She was prophesying. She saw the light on you. She saw this moment. Her prayers are the wind in your sails right now. You are not moving on your own power. You are moving on the momentum of the prayers of your ancestors. They survived so you could thrive. They struggled so you could conquer. Do not dishonor their sacrifice by giving up. Do not dishonor their strength by thinking you are weak. You have the blood of survivors in your veins. The trembling is their strength waking up in your DNA. It is time to roar. You have been a lamb for too long. The world eats lambs. The world fears lions. The trembling is the growl deep in your throat. You have been worried about a specific date coming up on the calendar. A deadline. A meeting. An anniversary of a bad event. You are dreading it. You are wishing you could skip it. I am telling you, go into that day with your head high. That day is not a trap. It is a stage. It is set for your victory. The thing you fear will become your footstool. You will step on it to reach the next level. But you must direct the trembling. Point your hands at the calendar. Declare, this day is blessed. This day is mine. You are the captain of your ship. The storm is raging, yes. The ship is shaking, yes. But you are at the wheel. Do not let go of the wheel. Steer into the wave. If you turn sideways, the wave will capsize you. If you face it head-on, you will cut through it. Type name.